Hey everyone, D-Dub Squizzy here, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity.
Huh?
Alright, we're heading
Good
in...
day, stranger.
Yeah, looking into the missing guards. I'm expecting to send a whole squad of Justiciars. Not that I'm volunteering, mind you. I'll have the gates open immediately, just watch your step. Afraid we can't send anyone in after you if this goes badly. Heard or seen anything unusual? Friend, I try to see and hear as little as possible. One of the women I last watched said she heard something shouting from the northeast part of the district, something that sounded like an order, but I don't see how anyone could survive in there. Once or twice I've caught a glimpse of something moving on the other side of the gate. I just as soon forget it. No desire to find out if you catch my meaning. The ones that disappeared weren't the deserting type. Worst part is, both times the watch disappeared, the next rotation found the gate unlocked. I don't know whether they went in, or whether something got out, but if it's the latter, refugees are going to be the least of our problems.
Huh?
I'm assuming this is going to close after I go in. Let's close it anyway. Oh, ring finger completed. Scanning returns. Nidin was a Engwithan murderer who's notorious for his brutality and ability to avoid capture. When he finally was captured, put to death, body was buried in a secret place. Rio had given the unusual recommendation, hopes the Engwithan rune would capture the killer's soul and prevent it from returning to the wheel. During a recent cleansing, an Orlan child stumbled across the grave, not realizing what she found, told her parents, who guessed what it was, in turn told the other members of their tribe. Within a day, it had been plundered by a few foolhardy Engwithans, body carried away. Okay, and then they wanted it returned. Lied incessantly to cover for those who were responsible. Orlan Brishel Gwyn helps Sagani sort the truth out, eventually recovering every part. The Engwithans were more than willing to lie about what they had done. None of them turned violent when Sagani and the Bishop confronted them, and it was then buried. Okay. Money. And a finger that I'll check when I get back there. Whoop. What did he say? Oh well. He said something. Task updated, missing sentries. Oh, that would be these things. Right? Justiciar had several of Renalti standing guard, go missing under mysterious circumstances. Okay, and that's get to the tower. Okay, so they have two wizards. Blast. Blast. Yeah, try to blast the whole group, I suppose. You can shoot him, as can you. Durance. Uh-oh. Back up, back up. Okay.
Hey.
Okay, so you fight that, you fight that. Those guys are both attacking that thing. Before I get to anything else... That is not Durance. Where's Durance? There we go. Okay. Just take that thing out. Durance, you should too. The scepters are actually pretty effective against it. Use the other one of these. Actually, wait, you have a hammer.
Yeah. I'm here. Huh?
Do I have a really good Morning Star as well somewhere? That's a flail. That's a club. Okay, give me the club. That's a mace. No one uses maces. No, I don't have a good Morning Star. I just have a Morning Star. Do that until we're done here.
Right.
Okay, so he said northeast part of the district. That's up here, so that's probably where the tower is. Got some camping supplies. Good to know. Why do you have your... Oh, right, you. It's too bad they can't use that scepter up close. Something twitches in shambles in the darkness. A rancid draft creeps from the house. I normally would just use my Morning Star, but I think, given the quality of my swords, even though they do some reduced damage, I should just hang on to them. Mostly for things like this. What is a Darghoul? I don't know. These are all undead. Everyone kill a ghoul first. I'm gonna blast this thing. Endurance. You move up again. And Revenant blast up again. And run away again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Revenants aren't too strong.
I shall deal with this one.
Those Darghouls are pretty difficult to harm, though. I'll give them that.
Huh?
Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna cleanse the place of all the undead, I suppose. So far, I have not encountered any vessels, to the best of my knowledge, that have truly been that dangerous.
Not a sound.
Even the earliest Wicts I fought and the Ghouls, when we encountered them, we were capable of handling without too big of a problem.
Steady does it.
So yeah, we should probably... Okay, I see a skeletal wizard. He using that again? He is. Endurance, get over here. That is a lot of them. Holy cow. Bam. Alright, that should tear him up pretty bad. Okay, kill the ghouls. There's the Darghoul we hit pretty hard. I think they're all pretty resistant to cold, right? Maybe not. I don't see any special damage reductions because of that. Let's find out. They should be. I would expect undead to be. You get down here and vessel burn them. Good, good.
Lava be on sea.
Oh. Take that, sucker. Uh-oh.
Indeed.
Are these guys still fighting stuff? No, they're not. Bunch of Darghouls. Kill those. You guys kill that.
Lava.
Got him. Okay.
That's it.
That was a weird noise.
What?
I love the way that Eater turns with that pistol to fire. There's
Yeah.
something just viscerally satisfying about it. Interestingly enough, I've noticed that these skeletal wizards don't drop a grimoire. Oh, wow, more mining or camping supplies. A new grapple. What do we have here? Massive stone door of the tower is sealed. Okay, no, not yet. But that's where it is? Okay. Although they said it was over in the northeast someone heard orders being shouted. Are the undead here for a different reason? If so, let's take care of it. Alright. Oh, I meant to do that. Okay. Yeah, they're excessively tough.
That's it.
Let's go.
Yeah, see the, well, it looks like you get XP for filling out the bestiary, but once that's filled, maybe you don't get any more from the basic enemies. More camping supply. Man, this stuff's everywhere. The cemetery. Sounds like it would be at the heart of the problems. I think it's fascinating that they set up a difference in proficiency between stiletto and dagger. Or like a rifle and an arquebus. Valtus Manor. Alright, you know what? Let's just start getting into these houses and seeing what's going on. If they're all infested, okay. If there are survivors throughout the district, it's worth finding them. We might be able to rescue some people. There are no survivors in here. I'm just going to say that now. I wonder what would happen to the city at large
I'll see what I can find.
if I walked in and massacred all the people in that, like, noble criminal family. Okay. I don't know if he can get at it, given how close range it is. Okay, can we take a step back here?
I'm here.
I know it's disengaging, just... Okay.
Yep.
That's it.
No, he cannot get at it. I'm just gonna call that.
Let's go.
The goal's gonna die just by the area effect blast of those scepters. The field triage thing, though, basically lets me have one person tank all of the light damage. They wear down his health. It takes everything in a huge area, and then I just have someone heal him. Last will and testament, carefully drawn up on a stained piece of sackcloth. Should no member of my family survives, my wish my wealth and property be dispensed to the Crucible Knights. Let my wife and children and me be buried with my forebears in the Valtus family tomb at the right hand of the Duke Hadrid. Alright. That doesn't seem to be a quest item. Oh, because he's still alive. Oh, he's not still alive. Oh my goodness. Survivor. Okay. Got him pinned down.
Yes.
You know, I think I'm just gonna do this. Right, we can't do that at all in combat. Blank him.
Burn this.
Oh, that's what that is. These things do things to you. But yes, it is flanked. Flank this one then. Alright, never mind, we can't.
I'm Look.
Hey,
Alright, let's give him the stiletto back. I expected there to be way more undead, like skeletons around here, but there aren't.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got
Following your
undeaded.
lead.
Let's heal me up. I should really have some more people take that. I think it's super handy. Okay, before opening that door, we're going to make sure that the rest of this thing is cleared.
nice and quiet.
Alright,
I'm
no
here.
traps that I see.
Not sure how I feel about
So
that.
those
There
things
you
are
go.
smart enough to talk, but not
Yeah.
smart enough to know how to use it like a key. Let's hope there's a survivor in here. There is not.
Yes?
Ragged hole to the outside as if someone dug through.
Absolutely.
Or maybe there is. Oh. Please see to it the family mausoleum is swept and the marble polished. The key is hanging as always in the kitchen by the oven.
Mm-hmm.
Safe haven. Search for Seda. The Voltus Manor. Was there a door that we hadn't gone through? This doorway, but... No, I think the whole thing is cleared, isn't it? Okay. Let's head back over here, see what's in this building. They did say there were a number of, like, noble-like people that, lived around this area, so it's possible these are all noble estates. Someone lives. Woman bends over a roaring fireplace, feeding splintered chair legs into it. As you get closer, you notice something unnatural about her. You see the puckered flesh, ragged and bloodless, over her heart. Sincerely hope you're not planning on asking her to join us.
Stare, you know. Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all,
Who are
a
you?
survivor. By the grace of my own careful
Put
preparations.
the claws scrubbing the door outside, took care of matters myself.
When I heard the
Since then, I've
claws
been careful to keep
scrabbling at the door outside, an incredible act of animancy. Of a magnitude this part of the world likely hasn't seen
The power of an
since
ancient,
Engwithan times.
bet my own preserved life. It
Someone
wasn't
found
Aldem or his
something
lovely
very
assistant.
pow-
Aldem, name barely merits repeating. He's a charlatan who likes to dig up pretty artifacts, call himself a scholar. The pity with animancy these days, there's just about anyone can claim to be an expert. Someone found a way to tether their souls to their bodies, don't you see? So when the heart stops beating, when the blood stops flowing, their bodies still animate, and with a newfound hunger. Those that can feed it with living fleshness and stay strong and sharp. Those that can't degenerate quickly. I truly doubt it. Saw you in a vision. There's something you need to do for me.
Believe me.
I don't know what her deal is. I don't trust her even slightly. But she doesn't seem to be trying to kill me, and she seems to know that I could kill her.
I'm here. It's no trouble. There you go. Not sure how I feel about this. There you go.
Prisoners? What happened to you? We're just groundskeepers in the district, found the chaos, she took us in, said we'd be safe till the Knights got things under control. Instead, she locked us in here. Every week, one of those monsters who serves her comes in and takes us away. Monsters that serves her. Spider fingers. That's perception. Restore light endurance. Yeah, I have that. What if we gave those to you? Give him the ability to heal himself a little if he needs to. No, we should give him to the bard now that I think about it. I know he isn't a bard, but I'm going to keep calling him that.
Yeah.
You like how huge the scepter
Yeah.
that Durnan has is? Or Durance has? Alright, so now tell me why I shouldn't just kill
return.
you. Running them up is quite the chore. Okay, let me see this thing. No, okay. Journal. Visions. Another time and place, walk in a grand chamber. That's not very helpful. Let's see. Oh, your homeland. Thought it said something else. Undying heritage. Working on some kind of machine. Saw a woman with a scar over her heart. What if I just kill her? Can I do that?
I hope you've gotten that out of your system.
Okay, guess we can't kill her. Yet.
You cannot venture forth while in combat.
Oh, really? They don't let you leave rooms while you're fighting. Fascinating.
Right.
I haven't gotten it out of my system, wretch. The moment I find a way to kill you, I will. Oop, okay. These ones are just gulls.
Yeah.
I'm here. I suppose it can't be helped. There you go.
Huh?
Oh, what is this?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Reinforcements at last. I hope you've come armed, because we've got to get out of here. What are you doing here? Came searching for survivors, only too late did I realize there weren't any. I found myself surrounded by those creatures outside, and I had to seek refuge. Funny, isn't it, to hide from the dead in a building that was meant to hold them in the first place? What are these soldiers doing here? They're under my command, of course. They heard my call, and we've been waiting on a few more to help us fight our way out of here. How did they manage to hear you in the tomb? I hope you're not questioning my command. I'm warning you, I don't tolerate insubordination. You don't fool me, Spectre. Yeah. I don't know if she's fooling herself, or if she actually knows that she's dead. It's hard to tell. Oh! Okay, did not see that coming. Fall back. Oh no, she's a Spectre. That's not going to help anyone. Try to focus all firepower on her. She's the ghost. Got her. Okay, they're still fighting us. That's a shame, isn't it? I tried, guys. they clerics? I think they are.
Let's go. Let's go.
There we are.
Hey,
That's a shame. I had hoped to save them. They have their own armor. Cool.
Yes? Absolutely. Not a sound.
Yeah.
Alright, well. Missing guards were found at least. I couldn't tell if she thought that she was still alive or not. Regardless, she needed to be put down. Freedom above all. Admith Hadrid. Whoop. Okay. Just a goal? Oh, just a goal. Oh, there she is. Okay. First things first. Gotta make sure that there aren't any traps lying around. There are. No. We're gonna wait. Little girl crawls in the back of the tomb, face streaked with dirt. Even in the shadows, you can tell she's far too thin. What are you doing in here? Have to be quiet. Noise brings the hungry people. How long has she been here? My name is Seda. Are you hiding from the two? Came across some Dargools in a house. You saw mother and father and the Milo? How'd you get away? Never saw me. I was very quiet. I didn't say that. Those aren't your parents anymore. Who are the hungry people? Once outside, they don't sleep or die, but they eat. What happened to you? Starts to tremble. Be strong. Think back to how this started. There was a big noise and light in the sky. Everyone thought it was a storm. Then people started waking up after they died. Mother and father and Milo boarded up the door, but the hungry people found our house. They fought, but the hungry people always got up again. They broke through the door, and Mother told me to hide. And I came here to hide, but the door got stuck. I don't know when it would be safe outside. We need out here. Still dangerous, but the path to the main gate should be clear. Okay, someone needs to trigger this. I think we're gonna have him do it.
Boy needs to get his head out of books and into the fight. Of course.
Wow. His health has been reduced a whole bunch. Iridescent Scarab. Where is it? Not a weapon, is it? Oh, I didn't think so. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I assumed it was a quick use item. Summon an Audra beetle. Interesting, so it's like that. Let's give that one to him too. I always forget I even have that thing. So rarely need to summon stuff, but it's always nice to have more if you need it. The summoning creatures out of figurines is a classic D&D trope. It happens all the time.
Sure.
Brave.
Okay, more Dargools and ghouls. Wow, do we actually have them stuck in a line? Okay, we might be able to actually catch them with this, if I can get it at the right angle. Haha. I don't know if this will actually paralyze them or not. That only paralyzes the target.
That's it. You can trust me.
Oh, I see.
I'm here. Not sure how I feel about this. There you go.
10 defense against spells.
Yeah.
As in, like, magic resistance kind of deal? I can't put any more in survival. That's so annoying. Alright, athletics, I suppose. Take a little in mechanics. So, greater lay on hands. So that one's nice. Shielding touch. Shielding flames. Sure, you know, let's do that, because I use those at the start of fights and stuff all the time. If they just gave an extra bonus to everyone around us when we used them, I could make them stronger, but they do great damage already.
It's no trouble. There you go.
Okay, so is that the whole district itself cleared? No, not yet. We have one more lane. Then I think we'll have the place cleared. Then I can rest, pick up some of these camping supplies that are lying about, and head down to the tower.
That's hold.
Sealed tight. Okay, it was just the one Darghoul over there. Can I see what Darghouls are? Darghoul. They're level 6. Okay, so they're twice the level. Their endurance is more than double what the others are, and they're far more accurate. First irreversible step in the decay of a normally dead body. Okay. So they're closer to D&D style revenants, as opposed to this game's revenants that are more like zombies. And then the ghouls, of course, are ghouls. We've seen those before. I should probably have taken some vessel bonuses, but the sleep bonuses are minor anyway. They don't matter that much. It's funny how you can see the glow of our people's equipment, but only in the place they were when the map was opened. Okay. Let's see what this is all about. Speak the words. Wow, it just had us go right in.
Steady does it.
Whoa. Okay, we're a defender, bonus knockdown, weapon mastery. That one. I don't think the scouting's gonna matter at all. Is that the AoE? No, that's gotta be the range, right? I don't know what the AoE for it is. Oh, that's a skeletal wizard up there. Got it. Okay. Still can't take any more lore. Or survival. Dimensional shift. Okay, wizard spells again. Right, so those ones are pretty cool. Minor Grimoire imprint. That one, no, that's the spell stealer. Field of arcane energy around the caster. That one could be nice, but so few people target him with direct attack spells that I'm not sure it's worth it. -1 move speed. I don't know, it doesn't seem good enough. That one could be. Let's take the tentacle thing. Sure. Okay, arcane veil. Protective shield. Utility. Spirit of decay. Oh yeah, I forgot he had these kinds of things. Okay, hold on. What kind of damage? These do crush damage. Okay. So they have actual normal damage. He could take things though like Scion of Flame, Heart of the Storm, that kind of thing. I should probably take a... I don't know. Those are all helpful. 20% burn damage increase though. I don't know. Burn or corrode. One of the two. They could both be helpful. That one seems modest amount of health. Grants wound binding, 1 per rest. I fail to see why anyone would take field triage if you could take wound binding. That one's good. I should always keep my eyes on that. Rhyme, don't care that much, but the corrode or the fire one? Let's take the flame.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can find.
I don't want to walk around springing traps. A week of study, we're still none the wiser about this device. Trindig remains optimistic. Don't know what I'd do without his spirit. Dearest mother and father, you will be pleased to hear I've learned much already since coming to the city. Many incredible ruins nearby. Master Greggs allow me to accompany him on a number of expeditions. I'm writing to you from inside an ancient Engwithan tower. There's an entire district built up around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. Let us set up temporary living quarters here so our work can continue uninterrupted. It is an unsettling place at times, but Master Greg has been a constant comfort, and he's quick to remind me that the things we learned from the tower may one day help us find a cure for the legacy. Better get some rest now. All my love, Trindig. Whoop. We'll kill them. First, I'd like to make sure this room is okay. So Trindig, I'm just going to make an assumption here. Okay, and then we have normal ones in there. I'm going to make an assumption. Trindig went mad or has been taken over. And you'd think it was the other guy who's responsible for what's going on here, but it isn't. Okay. There we are. So everyone kill that thing, except for you two. Focus on the fighters. Okay, they have a rogue. I'd like to put this rogue down now, actually. There we are.
Alright.
Okay, that one's dead.
Let's go.
I'm here.
Hey.
Wow. Most of these leave him with 2 points, which is not enough to take anything. Okay, so we can only take 1 no matter what. Just take lore. Interdiction makes us stronger and still dazes them for a little bit. Dazing doesn't do a whole lot. Accuracy's down by 10, but then ours would be up by 10. Plus 15 versus will. Right, and that's only on those 2 weapons. Holy Radiance plus 10 accuracy for 12.5 seconds. Yeah, let's do that. I already used that to buff my people. Might as well buff it a little more. But
Aye?
that doesn't give him any extra spells yet, right? Or any new spells.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
This would be the other one's living quarters.
Interesting.
That ranger looks like a dwarf. There's the wizard. Okay, and then a bunch of revenants.
Ah, thank God that...
Let's go.
I shall deal with this one.
I do like the almost randomized
Nice
size
and quiet.
of the skeletons and stuff. I think it makes sense. Day 2. We've completed our measurements of the machine. Our further examination is required to discover its intended use. Well, someone discovered its intended use. Okay, I think we're done with this level. It's unlikely that it's trapped. I'd like to keep my eyes open anyway. But this place, I mean, the people had left it alone and it was being explored and examined. I think until we cover some ground where it looks like the archaeologists weren't in complete control of everything, I should be alright.
I shall...
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah.
And even Aloth hits really hard with that thing. At helm. Wait, Acantha, I know that name. I did indeed receive your recent summons. Been waiting for you to present yourself on my doorstep so that I could give you my answer in a position, a firm and unwavering no. I won't help you. In fact, I relish the idea of you and your team of glorified engineers sitting in that tower, sweating over the runes I've studied for years. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than knowing that my research, which you've long disparaged, is the missing piece in your mundane little puzzle. As you well know, it's knowledge I've always valued. I'm just around the corner. I encourage you to find me should you wish to rehash this conversation in person. Okay, that'd be the woman, right? The thing, whatever that monster is. Beneficial effects suspended on the enemies. But it also gives extra intellect. And Aloth, I think, has a spare ring spot. Oh, right, yeah, we have this, too. I should check that with some people's stuff. Immunity is stuck, and a little bit of damage reduction. Give you damage reduction. You don't have anything else. 2 intellect, 1 resolve, 9 will. Which doesn't make any change. Right, because that gives him the will bonus already. Sure, take your spell resistance. Patrons grow impatient with the lack of quantifiable results. They should drag themselves out of their mansions and spend a few nights here if they think it's so easy.
Sure.
Results for what? Why would the people around the town care what he's doing here?
Brave.
Let's go.
Sure.
Finally got out of the tower to clear our heads. Bees take the patrons. We'll finish the study on our own terms, our own time. Just as I said as much to Trindig, the sky came to life with stray lightning. I said it's a good omen, but the poor lad's spooked. Only cure for that's a good night's sleep. I agree. When I feel spooked about anything, good night's sleep, super helpful. And that is not an exaggeration or a joke. I mean that.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea.
I've had
Which is not very
I've had problems in my life completely solved just by a little good sleep. And I don't even like sleep, but it is helpful. Oh boy. There's Aldhelm, but he looks like a monster.
Let's try this configuration.
So his lower's all the way up. Just put up their survival a bit. Summon 3 worms. 2 will-o-wisps. The foe is terrified. I think terrified's probably good. Charmed. Yeah, let's go with terrified. I like that. Utility. Wound binding. Sure, take that, actually. Let you give us more boosts. So now... yeah, he can wound bind and he can field triage. He can do both.
Still nothing. Confounded device.
Care to give an explanation? Man has over the strange mechanisms, his spine sharp, ridge rising from his arched back. Barely clothed in filthy rags, patched skin you see are mottled green. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the Audra pedestal, only his bare teeth seem to have escaped decay. Eyes are yellow and bloodshot.
What do you want?
Who and what are you?
Barry, 7 tours to the ruins beyond Solace Vale. I'm an animancer. Still an animancer.
What happened here?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Forgive me. Came to do research on the tower.
If I had a copper skate for every fool animancer whose thirst for knowledge led to his disaster, I never would have ended up in Gilded Vale, that's for sure. What did the disaster start? Lights in the sky, static charge in the air. We're so careful. In the chambers below, Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure looking around the tower, wore a mask, carried knives. Trick of shadows, I told him, and next morning we felt strange, like we hadn't eaten, so dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds.
Cursed
machine.
spire! Dormant for
I looked through hundreds of our experience, and we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. Citing as the prospect of a living machine may be, I suspect that given mention of a machine and a masked figure both, there's another explanation.
Yes. I know how these things work, but I don't know.
Souls
how
are trapped like
this
flies in a jar
happened.
clinging to rotting meat.
Nowhere to go. That's the problem. There's
What does this have to do with souls?
I can
Hold a
explain.
magnet over iron splinters and they stick.
Hold a
Rub your hand
magnet
over
over
weir
iron
wool and the hair of
splinters
your
and
head
they
will
stick.
follow it. So it
Yes.
is with this machine.
Why?
Manipulate
For
souls.
what?
Yeah, why? What purpose? Many others
How
lie
many
bare
others
beneath
lie
the
buried
ruins
in
of
the
Air
ruins of Air
Glanfeth.
Glanfeth?
Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between our essence and flesh. How can I help?
It's inheritance, shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities.
Acantha. That's what he needs. The Engwithan runes, she can read them. He speaks this feat so blandly. He's talking inside of this Harridan. Pick her thoughts at time. She wasn't here the night the machine came on, staying with her patron somewhere near. Too good to be burdened with our ignorant company. He doesn't know anything about the stranger. Not like the
But
gulls
I
in the
will
streets. Not yet. Oh,
My
but he's
body
getting there.
is dead.
I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the days of the
in
affliction.
the early days of the affliction. Me end this. Help me find sustenance.
What happened to the rest of your
The
team?
district had already been sealed. So we fed when we needed, and locked our...
Antha. She was here. In the district.
But feeding sharks don't do this. Nothing else, you're liable to lose a hand. I'm not going to help an undead creature with anything that he wants, because he's undead. So this machine, I've seen this thing before. There was one over in, what was it called? Silant I believe? Yes. It's the same thing. Oh, proceed at the bottom. That is convenient. Little things like that. It's just cool that they included them, you know? You can just hop right down to the bottom. There's only like one level in between, but it still just feels so convenient. It's interesting to see the rest of the mechanisms, though. That machine that we saw the guy activate that killed 3 people when he did it, it didn't just turn the machine like that. It wasn't just that. The machine was massive and must stretch all the way under the ground of those ruins. But why are they going around activating these things? Like, if you were gonna just say they were trying to raise an army of undead, right? Or something along those lines, I could understand that. Except no undead rose from the one in those ruins. It just killed 3 of his own men, and then the woman that was with me, and awakened me. And then he left. Something else is going
I'm here.
on. She's still injured. I wonder
You
if she's
returned.
actually invincible.
What if you come seeking
Need the
his-
words.
That fool
Hard to believe he's
Alden.
had the cleverness to survive.
He sent you, didn't he?
Hot core of pride smoldering at the
Hardly
center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research.
Problems here are bigger than your rivalry. What do I care? I prepared myself for an eventuality such as this, and I can assure you those dwindling souls in the streets are beyond carrying as well. Tell me the tower's
Ter
name.
Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth.
Built to contain souls, hold them in
They
place,
built
but the
the
others I've
machine
seen
atop it to
are
contain
relays built to
souls.
move souls.
Hold them in place.
So this thing takes them and sends
But the
them through
others
those
I've seen,
places, like one to the other.
Machines scattered all over the deer.
How do you operate it?
Back to these tinkers' concerns. And what would you do
Release
with
them.
so you say? And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their...
Could help you, but I won't. Rise and squeals within her. Here I have specimens and plenty of time to observe them all. It's every scientist's dream. My answer is no. What good is observing all this if you're going to hoard it for yourself? Tell her an entire language at your fingertips and she hides it away. Extinguish her pride. Oh, I can screw with her soul? Do it. Doesn't seem to notice as you wrap your mind around the squalling, burning mass. However, it sears your very bones. You jump back, crying out in pain. I won't abandon this opportunity. These souls will remain here with me, and I'll accomplish more than any animancer in the history of the field. You can't leave these souls in prison. And who will stop me? Only I understand the words, so yes, I can. Hoarding knowledge is pointless. Nothing's more important. We gather and study it. Who will know it? All I've learned, years of studying the Engwithan language. No one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Extinguish it. You force your essence around the burning lump inside her, but it scorches you. Your flesh is whole and unmarked when you draw back, but it nevertheless stings the memory in the heat. Your knowledge, your opportunities here are finite. One day that knowledge will die with you. It's little more than ever now. You're wrong. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That will give me something. Still too hot to grasp. May not be too much, but something. Will that really be enough for you? It will. It must be. Dying cinder clings to life. Teach me what you know, make sure it grows and your legacy lives on. You would finally quench your pride. All that remains is a blackened diamond hard rock.
So be it. These are the words you need.
Cold dry fingertips rest on your temples. You feel her reaching into your mind, forming images. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from a past life long since buried. You can see a vast array of runes, far more than Akanth has shown you. You know their sound and their meaning and how they fit together.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did.
So he surpassed 100 frustrated scholars in a matter of a few moments. He's just excited to have someone that can actually... So I can speak the whole language now. Yeah, why would they want to do that? Another mystery, hypothetically anywhere they wish. The real question is always, as always, is why to intermix them. The way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields to collect them like butterflies under glass, melt them down for raw essence. I don't know. Explain how the control words work. Understanding the power is about understanding what it was designed to do. You know the words and their meanings, you can speak them and the tower shall obey. What will I
Turn
do
it
with them?
off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes.
But be careful, that
The
machine
vessels
shows hundreds
would
of
still
souls.
roam,
Volume of
but
essence could
striking
easily
them
overload
down
it.
would return their
Destroy the
essence to
machine along with the
cycle.
souls. Oh. Seems your ravenous new friend has just given us the key to ending this wretchedness for good. And now that we've seen what this machine's capable of, I do hope you're not squeamish about the loss of a few hundred souls. I understand your position, Aloth, but I'd prefer to save the people instead of killing all of them. Yeah, that'd be wretched. You just end the existence of a few hundred people. Only one real survivor of this whole catastrophe. That was just a little girl.
Flesh.
Ugh. Undying heritage.
Sure.
Hopes of overloading the device. Choose end. For end and for hold. The dial is currently fixed on hold. You also recognize an inscription. Hold on. Leave for now. I don't know if I saved, but I'm going to do it now, just in case this... Choose end. Something like a thunderclap sounds overhead. The glow fades from the machine as it falls dormant. So I couldn't bring the people back, of course. They were already dead. Their souls are irreparably damaged, but I can let them die.
Still and silent. It's finally over. Still
Should I kill him?
and silent. It's
I think I have to, don't I? If this goes poorly... But I'm pretty sure... Look, dude. Basically, a monster is all that's left of you. We're doing everyone a favor right now. Kantha insists on pursuing her own research at the tower. With her expertise, I'm convinced she knows more about the workings than she lets on.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go talk to Akantha again. I don't trust her either. I know that it's of course it's prejudice to hate the undead, but they're frickin' undead. I think it's fair. You can't trust them. I mean, she had people locked up who she was gonna eat, for goodness sake. That alone means I can kill her in good conscience. I need to see if I can actually reduce her health all the way. If she'll actually fight me.
Yes?
She's gone. Of course she is. I imagine I haven't seen the last of her one way or another. Oh well. We struck down all the vessels already, and I'm pretty sure with their souls released, they're not coming back. So that would explain the problem more. If they killed these vessels, they're clearly not going to kill them as efficiently as my party, but even if they could, the things would just come back after they did, which would make it all feel so pointless. That's the man who helped me. Think the Iron Arm for it will get you sorted out at the keep. Reputation with Defiance Bay, major, and I think it said with the Crucible Knights a bit too. I mean, the curse is lifted? Wasn't a curse, but yes, the district is safe. It'll be some time before anyone will be willing to settle there, but we can get started on restoring it. Hold on. What in the world? Oh, I see. Huh, it doesn't show me my reputation gains. It said I got major with Defiance Bay. Let me see, and then I think some Crucible Knight stuff too. I'm a hero with the Knights of the Crucible, and I'm a hero in Defiance Bay. Okay. I can head to the Ducal Palace, see if anyone cares about this, but I can also go tell the woman that I at least found the people who were missing. Even if I had shut the machine down before encountering them, I don't think there was a way they could have been free. That ghost thing was not a vessel. That was a haunting creature inside that was not going to relinquish them. Even after I killed her, they were under control. I was hoping that would free them, but it didn't. Makes me feel kind of bad.
Huh?
Your guards. By the spirit of a woman named Lyra, I've gotten rid of her. My missing commander? It's calling to the watch from beyond the grave. Doesn't make sense, but nothing that accursed district does. What happened to all the soldiers under her spell? They didn't make it. Nevertheless, thank you for your help. Left me with as many questions as answers, but at least I know what happened to my troops and Commander Lyra. Please accept this as a token of my gratitude. Oh, that was the commander woman. Be one of the most prestigious. Right.
Yeah.
Let me see. Can I go talk to the commander about what happened at all? Does he care? Also, I wonder if those... I'm gonna start seeing those Animancer Knight things walking around. I believe Animancy is clearly an actual thing, right? I believe it has potential for usefulness as far as civilized society goes. But clearly it draws a lot of bad apples, so...
Implore him to curb his violent impulses at the word of a heroic academic.
You don't usually grace me with your flattery, priest. What merits this attention?
All Rawatai's history is war, same as everyone. If only the world were led by soft-hearted giants who waste their muscles stroking their own quills. Oh, wouldn't that be grand?
I'm content to remain a burr in your boots. But here, if you but stand on the docks, you can single-handedly ensure no one ever sails to the Deerwood again.
Huh?
So I'm a bit of a hero now. Let's see if my rep is high enough. I can actually deal with this now.
How do you do?
Of course, the policies for the general public can be made for those who've already proven their worth. Nice. Rosters are in the front. The inventories of the dead in the back. Leader released the book for some time. At last, his hand stops.
Odin Talej died 18 Majavernho 2808. Third Battle of Cleaban Relock. Blazing Glanfather names, I swear. Right, Saris? I'll be the effigy. He fought for Raid Saris. Why'd he fight for Raid Saris?
I don't know. Either do I, but he'd have a good reason. That's just who
We
he
gotta
was.
go there. That battlefield. Clea, and who knows, maybe his spirit will even be there and you can have one of your weird talks with him.
I'd say so.
I appreciate that.
Saints War Battlefield. Oh, is that a whole different map up there? Interesting. Where is that battlefield? Did we pass it already? Far from home. That's not it. The battlefield. Where is the Saints War battlefield, though, is the question. So I still can't get in here. Will the Duke not see me for anything? I did just kind of help his city out a lot. Nah. That'll probably come up somewhere else. Alright, well, Defiance Bay is saved from that. I should head back to Copper Lane and speak with that woman who I sell things to so that I can sell my massive amount of stuff. I have all kinds of things I need to get rid of. I think I might then just waste some time running around these areas. I don't think that the Saints' War took place in one of them, but it also might have. I'm not sure. Now, that might just be a waste of time. I should just look it up at some point. See if it's its own area called the Saints War Battlefield that I'll come across. Or if it's a secret location in one of those other areas. I'm not a fan of aimless searching. I've done it enough times in my life in these kinds of games. I no longer want to do it, and I just end up looking things up if they're confusing at that point. Takes some of the fun out of it for some people. For me, it does not. I need to see if people replenish their stocks. If they do, I need some more of that enchantment flower thing that I buy. I got some from this guy because he had it.
Good day, stranger.
They do. More Pilgrim's Crown. And no one had as much as him.
Yeah.
So if you need more Pilgrim's Crown, that's the place to go. There was a woman who had a few for sale as well in the main square. So I should check with her. Theatrical murder of Defiance Bay citizens.
Met, friend.
I believe it was her. Yes. Yeah, I don't think I need that. Wait a minute. Were these were from those things, right? Ooh, yeah, that's pretty bad. Beautiful, but heavy and slow. I think I planned on hanging on to that for the time being. Don't really know why. But I don't just want to get rid of it. Okay.
Huh?
Okay, so yes, I'm done here for the time being. Heading back to my own keep. That Baron should have the Crucible Knights knocking on his door to kill him for trying to kill me, and a noble of the city. I'm technically a noble of the city, aren't I? Since I own land. which I'm pretty sure only nobles do. I'm pretty sure that makes me a technical noble, even though I'm not from noble family. And that I only own this land because the other guy wouldn't pay me for it.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Indeed. The library. Yeah, we still, that improved our security by quite a bit. Library would put up our fame more. 9 cells upgraded the dungeon, allowed to take prisoners. 2 days. The dungeons improve nothing, but they do give us some more ability. Yeah, let's take the dungeons for now. Mob? There's a mob now. Where's the barracks? Are those inside the keep itself? None of these places look restored. Oh, there's a big hand here. That's the hand from underground, isn't it? The hand I could, like, stand on. We have a hedge maze. Okay, yeah, the barracks must be in the keep itself. Wouldn't pay, so they set my crops on fire. My bird tried to stop him. They knocked him over the head. He's alive, but can't think straight. Boy, got lucky, my guards. Good men both got put to the sword after they'd surrendered. Paid those thugs what they wanted, still took everything I has. What's going on here? We want justice. You've been terrorizing us. We won't stand for it anymore. Go on. Sent your men to my farm to pledge a crop tax. We owe you. For me, it was a road toll. Those weren't my men. Then who were they? What makes you think I sent those men? They said they were acting on the orders from the Lord of Caed Nua, who heard it directly from me. Say we believe you. What about those we've lost and my crops? And my goods? Share this amongst yourselves. Most generous of you, the village non-smile uttering thanks. They distribute the coins between them. 3 prestige. Ah, angry mobs. The inevitable thorn at every ruler's side, eh? They're good people. Can't blame for reacting that way. No, that's completely legit. That dude's spreading lies about me. Subjects are fortunate to have a leader that understands the compassionate side of nobility. I have news about Lord Gathman. Let's discuss it in the Great Hall. Is this guy going to work for me? Am I going to get my own guard captain? That'd be pretty neat. I should be able to hire people to deal with these kinds of problems now. Library. There's the barracks. Let me just check this out real quick. I'd like to take a look at it. Oh yeah, this looks much better. No one in here yet, but it looks better. I should also check Breeze Home. That's not what it's called. That's Skyrim. Bright Hollow, and see if that paladin woman's actually here. Actually, I can just check, can't I? She is. I'm gonna need to get my security up before putting the prestige up. I'd prefer that not randomly turn into a problem for me. Lord Kethgrin Fulgar. I've received word Lord Gathman is amassing an army of mercenaries near Yenwood Field. It appears to be a peaceful claim to Caed Nua is no longer possible. The Earl has sent me to aid you in forming your own force to counter this threat. I'm here in an advisory role only, of course. The Earl won't officially take sides in this dispute. Won't Earl officially legitimize my claim? It's a delicate situation. Legally, Lord Gathman's claim is just, and he knows it. Stripping land and title from a noble family is quite dangerous, perhaps more so than killing a man outright. With Gathman dead, the Earl only need worry about blood vengeance from family members that actually cared for him. Those, if court gossip is to be believed, are few and far between. Losing a family claim to land and title, though, such disputes incite hatred from the entire clan and their political allies, not to mention the unease it causes amongst other nobles. Wars are started for less. No, if Gathman is to be denied, it will be you who must prove your legitimacy to the Earl and all others who dispute your claim. This is what it means to be noble in the Deerwood. If there's anything else you wish to know, please ask. How much time do I have? Enough. It's rumored Lord Gathman will suffer a series of unfortunate and completely unforeseeable setbacks before his army is complete. Still, I'd not tarry long. Alright. Let's talk about my army. Where am I getting my troops? Send out a call for volunteers from the lands. Hopefully, people will realize that being under your rule is preferable to that of Lord Gathman's. Any hireling stationed will also accompany you to the battle, so I suggest you acquire as many of them as possible. However, most of these men and women have no military experience. Hopefully you can gain additional allies. The Knights of the Crucible, perhaps, with the dozens? Not those guys, but the Knights, maybe. What's the status of my regular troops? 2 green and 2 few. If you go up against Lord Gathman now, losses will be heavy. Victory is still possible. What special allies do I have? No one's offered their help, I'm afraid. It may be possible to find an ally in Defiance Bay. We need to recruit veteran troops. I know of a company of 2 veterans that would be willing to join us. A company or 2 of veterans. Get rid of coin. 10,000 coppers. Expensive, but yeah, do it. His eyes widen, it will be done. Have a fortress with strong walls. Lord Gathman's not fool enough to risk tearing down Caed Nua just to kill you, and if you shield yourself behind the walls, he'll have free reign to torment your subjects in the countryside. Earl Battlemar will see you're in action against Lord Gathman as a sign that you're unwilling to perform your duties.
Yeah.
It seems your fame is spreading.
That's how we're more connected to the world, so we to let things fall by the wayside. What's the state of the keep? The unworn path. Among the kind wayfarers, in the event that a member of the Order dies of natural causes, it's customary for the Paladin to request burial in a dangerous place. When the elder Paladin died, his brothers and sisters set out, but they never reached their destination. This has to do with Paladins. Let's send a Paladin to deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what this is as well. Oh, right, I didn't sell everything. I think I only sold the weapons. +3 Constitution, and Mind Lance. Whoa, that's pretty cool. 2 Intellect while Endurance is above 50. 3 Perception, I prefer he keep that. That actually gives him more health and endurance than this thing. Awesome. And then he can shoot people with it. I always forget to look at these kinds of things. Oh, right, he has a sunbeam. I forgot about that, too. Okay. So he's being delayed. I can bring in hirelings now. How do I do that? What does that mean? Oh, I see. God Pact Knight. I don't trust those guys. Oh, Gold Pact. I don't trust those guys much. Orderless Disciple, Line Breaker, Skirmish Archer, Vagabond Skald. I can only hire 8. Orderless Disciple. Warden of the Wilds. 50, and then 10 per day. Yeah, that's not that much, is it? Every day, that would then just be 80 copper pieces. I make more than that all the time. I don't think that would be that bad. Okay, let's take... I can only bring in 1. Okay, I can't just take them all. Bring in a Cleric. Orderless Disciple. I don't know what that means, really. Bring in a Shock Mage. We could take in a Scald. Sure. Soldier. This Warden of the Wilds, whatever that is. And then let's get a couple archers, I suppose. Can't get another one. Take that guy. Alright. Yeah, so 400 gold, and then 80 every day. Okay, there are other things I'd like to deal with. But for the time being, it looks like I'm stuck with what I've got. Here's what I'm going to do. Whoa. Oh, cool. So they're just around the place now? Okay, I need to go speak to the Crucible Knights. Go to where I am. Then I need to sell the rest of the stuff I didn't sell before. Then I'm going back there. I'm going to rest. And after that, I think I'll just be ready to head out, but I don't think I have time this episode, so we can end it there. But I'd like to get everything ready so we can pick up the next one taking care of that. After that, I have 2 more quests I need to do. They might not take me, actually. I'm just an ally or hero of theirs, but I'm not a champion. And that might be what you need. Then again, I've helped them out a lot, and I'm in the middle of helping them out more. I think they would help me. The dozens certainly would not. It would have been nice if I could have had both of them like me, kind of bend the bridge. that put the two together instead of making them at odds with one another. But instead, they're just... I know that a confrontation is going to occur in which they're probably going to kill each other. With the way things are blowing as well, it looks like I'll be helping the knights in a situation like that.
I'm
Okay,
here.
I can't ask them. Can I... Do I have to ask someone? Hold on. Huh. Weird. Maybe they'll just show up if I'm good enough friends with them. Oh, there's one. That's a Forge Knight. That is quite freaky. Okay, right. Well, I prefer to have a little more money before I actually spend more on things. Not gonna go around stealing from them either. Could go around stealing from the dozens. They don't like me already. But I feel like that would probably incur violence. It's odd that that woman in Heritage Hill left as well. It's kind of unsettling to me. Is everyone wearing fine armor also? Or at least fine armor? I think they are. You are not.
Yeah.
Wanted to make sure. Also, this thing. Okay, that one's fine. Everyone else's equipment, I'm pretty sure, is as well. Your shield is not. I already upgraded his stuff. Okay. It's cheap and I can do it, so I might as well just have all of our equipment as good as it can be for when we need it. Too bad Aloth can't use that the shield with the scepter. It's two-handed for some reason. Okay, Saints, Warjurns, robe, Aloths. That's the other stuff Aloth is wearing. I can sell that. Right, that's the Torque of Defiance. Don't need the Falcon's Eyes. Keep that. Minor Cloak of Protection. Nah, let's sell it.
Yeah.
Okay, much better. I was low on some money. Okay, so it looks like I can't really talk to the knights about anything. I've brought in a bunch of hirelings. I can go see if they're in the barracks and stuff, or if they're just wandering around my land. Just for fun, you know? And hopefully the paladin woman will be back by this point, so I can go pick up whatever she has.
It keeps coming up.
Nope, not yet. So my official plan, so we finished all the in-city stuff so far. I still got the thing down at Syrian Falls and Anslog's Compass. I'm going to look up the thing for Eater, and we're going to deal with all the problems here at the keep for the time being. Once all of that stuff's been taken care of, and we're, like, ready to start heading out towards Deerford Village and further and stuff, the plan is try to clear out more of the endless paths. See how far I can get before things start getting overwhelmingly difficult again. I always want to keep chipping away at that. There's a shock mage. And I would prefer that the dungeon be finished beforehand, just in case I can take the dude prisoner and keep the rest of his family off my back. My aura is on... Yeah, my aura's on all the time. It's kind of a party setup, too. You know? I think I should shift it to that. I think that probably works better. Everyone's within the aura ability. I'm not as used to it, but I'll get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
I trust all.
Remaining are 3 turns. I don't know if she'd go with me to fight anyway. Was this your keep once? Not as land.
Not as
More
a land as
child
its lords.
is its mother's.
More as a child is
Castle was
its
my
mother's.
design. When it was
When
built,
it was
I couldn't bring
built,
myself
I
to
couldn't
part
bring
from
myself
it.
to part from it, to go back to my lonely home.
I
I
begged the Earl
begged
to
the
find a way
Earl
to
to
let me
let me
remain, and
stay,
so
to
he
take
did.
care of it.
You mentioned an Earl before.
The
Original
Earl of
fact, when
Yenwood,
Deerwood was a
the
colony.
original, in fact, when
Devoted his life to excavating the ruins below
devoted
the
his
keep, they've
life
been
to
sealed with rock and
excavating the
soil.
ruins
Deliberately,
below
it
the
would
keep.
seem.
they had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem.
He found the
Years
endless paths. Yes, an endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction, but he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there, vile and dangerous, poured up through the keep, slew its residents, him among them.
After that, the keep remained abandoned, unused, waste. I can only guess why all this has happened. I fear I've wronged the gods putting this place here, and they...
Are you imprisoned in the throne? No. Okay. So let's rest. Let me see. Where are we on construction for this thing? Where does it tell me? There we are. 3 hours. Okay, so we can rest, and we'll be all good. Yeah, rest with the tower bonus. Dungeons are finished. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I should probably finish the wall before I put anything else up. So let's start working on the west wall. It's pretty expensive, but I think it's worth it. Once that's done, then we can put up, like, the library and some merchants and stuff. A lot of these things are just, like, helpful kind of things. Intellect bonus upon resting at Bright Hollow. Bonus to resolve resting. Mechanics bonus. Purchase parts of exotic creatures. Random creature part every turn in the Stronghold Treasury. That sounds nice. I should get that as soon as possible. I'm not too concerned with the library. It just gives a lore bonus when you rest. A lot of them are resting bonus things. Okay, well, let me go see the dungeons real quick, too. I like to see things repaired as we fix them.
Good day, stranger.
Here to maintain the cells for you should you take any prisoners in your travel. I'll make sure they're tended to. Nobody in here right now. I'm sure that'll change soon enough. Yeah, that's fascinating that that's an actual mechanic. I wonder if it's like only story characters or not, because it's an optional thing that you can even build the dungeons. Who knows how many people I could have captured but haven't been able to thus far. I feel like someone did try to surrender once, but then we didn't. He didn't even give me the option to let him, so who knows. Alright, well, that's going to do it for this one, then. So the plan is we deal with this threat to the keep as soon as possible. There's probably going to be a large battle, but I don't really know. Then we'll head out to Anslog's Compass. After that, after we've finished with that and everything, we'll go to Anslog's Compass, help out the knights a little more, go down to Syrian Falls to help out the woman who worships Magrin, I believe it is. And then I think we'll head back and keep doing the Endless Paths. I should probably also check in on Radric's Hold. See if things are settling in okay for the guy up there. With my understanding of Engwithan, I could head back to Sealant Liss as well and take a look around, but I don't know if I'd see much. Who knows? But that's going to be it for this one. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.